Hi guys, welcome back to my workshop. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a dry brush technique and how to create texture. But today I'm going to teach you how to create aggressive texture using Dixie Belle Sea Spray. Dry brush and texture go hand in hand. The reason for this is because dry brush grabs onto the texture and gives a beautiful effect. On this side, I'm going to create lots of texture using Sea Spray from Dixie Belle, and then I'm going to dry brush a bold side. On this side, I'm just going to do a regular dry brushing, and on this side, I'm going to show you how I do my heavy dry brushing. So first thing first, let's mix some Sea Spray. For this, you want to follow the instruction on the back of your package. I'm just mixing a small amount of paint with Sea Spray, but what you are going to do is get your paint and mix with some Sea Spray, and you are going to get a thick consistency, and that means that you got plenty of texture in there. When brushing on texture, I like to brush and tap. Tapping creates even more texture, as we learned in the first workshop. You will see the texture in your paint as soon as you start applying it. On this side, I'm painting normally to get a smoother finish, mainly going back and forth with my brush. I'm using caviar black as my base color, so our other color will stand out. Here you can see the difference between them. Now we let this fully dry so we can move on. This might sound obvious, but the most important thing about dry brushing is that your brush must be dry. I love using those 2-inch premium Dixie brushes for dry brushing. So you want to dip just the tip of your brush into the paint, grab just a small amount of it, and then you are going to want to unload your paint on anything. I'm using just a paper plate. Once most of your paint is off, you can fill it. And it will look like this. Now you're ready to dry brush. When dry brushing, I like to keep my strokes long from one side to the other. I always start light and I brush over where I want my effect. You can see that even on the smooth side, you can get dry brushing. How much you add it, it's completely up to you. Usually I do this on corners, edges, details, or just all over the piece. Now let's dry brush over this beautiful texture that we created using Sea Spray. On this side, I'm doing what I call a heavy dry brushing. What that means is that I'm using the same amount of paint on my brush, I'm just going over again and again and again. adding that dry brush effect. You can immediately see how much the texture makes a difference. Look at all the paint that it grabs. The more you go over, the heavier it feels, and that's why I call it a heavy dry brushing technique. That, along with texture, create this. That's it. The concept is very easy, but the mastering it took me forever. Now that you know how to dry brush, I'm going to link some of my favorite videos where I'm dry brushing all over pieces of furniture. That's it. Now you know how to texture and dry brush. See you in the next workshop.